Here's what we know about the Irwin family feud. The Irwin family and Australia Zoo are Australian icons. While the zoo is still a family affair with Terry, Bindi and Robert extremely involved, unfortunately it's not shared by everyone in the Irwin clan. Over the years, Steve's dad Bob and sisters Joy and Mandy have become distanced. Here's what happened. In 1970, Bob Sr. and his wife Lynn started Australia Zoo, which was then called Beerwah Reptile Park. Bob and his son Steve had a very close relationship, with Steve writing in 1994, "My love for you is my strength. For the rest of my life, I will reflect on the unbelievably great times we've shared and will continue to share. You're my best friend." However, in 2008, less than 2 years after Steve's death, Bob left the park he started. He told ABC, "I just felt that it was better for everybody concerned if I left Australia Zoo and Judy and I and all our friends were able to continue Steve's work the way I believe it should be done." Then, in 2015, Bob Sr. told the Herald Sun that he'd lost contact with his granddaughter Bindi over the years. He said, "I don't like to talk about family matters, but no, we're not in contact. It's sad, but it's just the way things are." In the same year, Bindi told Daily Mail Australia her grandfather had pulled away from the family, saying, "Everyone deals with grief differently. When my dad passed away, Bob chose to distance himself from everything that Dad loved the most. At the moment, we're really just respecting his wishes because he hasn't had anything to do with us for a long time, and he decided his own path." When Bindi announced her engagement to now husband Chandler in 2019, Bob Sr. told the Courier Mail he wasn't invited to the wedding and didn't expect to be. While he claimed he wasn't in contact with Bindi and Robert, he said, "I get messages from friends constantly about how Bob and Bindi are doing. They've done well, and I would say Steve would be pretty happy with the way they're doing." Sadly, the feud was reignited in 2021 when Bindi spoke out about their relationship. When asked why she didn't call out her grandfather during a Father's Day Facebook post in 2021, Bindi commented, "Unfortunately, my grandfather Bob has shown no interest in spending time with me or my family. Publicly, he continues to claim that he wants to spend time with us, while privately my entire life has been psychological abuse from him. He has returned gifts I've sent him after he opened them, he has ignored my correspondence, and from the time I was a little girl he has ignored me, preferring to spend time doing anything else rather than being with me. He has never said a kind word to me personally." Bindi concluded the comment with, "I have struggled with this relationship my entire life and it brings me enormous pain." Bindi's cousin Tony quickly came to her grandfather's defense. She said, "I honestly cannot believe how Bindi can accuse Bob of these things and then preach let's be kind to one another in the same post. Let's hope Bindi and Terry remember who built the zoo that made them who they are today." Steve's older sister Joy and her husband Frank were also heavily involved in Australia Zoo. However, in 2015, Frank was reportedly marched off the property after being fired by Terry. Joy and her children left soon after. At the time of their departure, they were allegedly bound to a confidentiality agreement but spoke out in 2021 after the contract expired. Joy said the reason she left was to keep away from all that. "It's just very sad family stuff."